Hello, everybody. We are back and ready to head to the Australia Plate Gate and connect it to the network. Apparently, we can talk to Dollman, so let's do that.
We can discuss anything you like here, Sam. It's a private room, after all. So if you ever want to sit down and talk, I'd be happy to share my thoughts on a variety of topics, along with any discoveries I happen to make. And who knows, some of it may even be of use to you as you work to connect all of Australia to the chiral network.
Two kinds of, I guess one has the armor and one no, they're both okay.
Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly. It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. Nice. A new look for a new day. An advance expedition sent by APAC came to the Australian continent ahead of us. They constructed various facilities and laid the groundwork for chiral network expansion. Meaning that all you need to do is travel to these facilities and connect your Cupid to put them on the grid.
Perfect.
We aren't the only members of Drawbridge, so you know. We have associates who've already established themselves on the ground. I expect you'll run into them from time to time. I don't really have anything else to say right now. You're a kind man, willing to pay so much attention to a doll like me.
There. Now it doesn't look like he has anything left to say.
You're a kind man, willing to pay so much attention to a doll like me.
Alright, well, we've pretty much done everything else we need to do. So let us go. I just gotta remember to recycle some shit. I guess the boots are automatically gone. Cool. No. There they are. Alright, let's go.
Thank you, Sam.
Dang. There we go. Now we're ready. This is... That was surprisingly slow start for... Glad you liked the ride, kid. What the fuck? I'm not reversing. Why are you... Right. Ahoy, Mr. Drew. Welcome back to you as well. You have got us just in time to be going down under. See what this plate gate actually looks like. Whoa. Jesus. Okay, there we go.
Just a bit further now.
That's fucking cool looking.
Okay.
Cool. Taking breaks. All porters need to take breaks, get ready to get into the zone, get your stamina just when you need it most. The man who delivers always got plenty of rest. If the time was right and the coast was clear, he'd be napping, another impressive skill that he's known for. Is napping? I was known for napping? The man who delivers also made good use of time fall shelters and other structures when he needed to take a rest. The structures he built are still dotted all over the UCA. People are still repairing and using them to this day. Cool. That is a neat illustration, I gotta say. Thank you so much for everything, Sam. I've finally been able to finish all 5 illustrations. They're all separate works, but they share the same story when you look at it as a whole. I really hope you like them. Okay. Let's get going. Pass through the plate gates. Huh? The fuck? Join the procession, Sam. Weird robots. It is a funeral procession. They're carrying a coffin.
What's the deal with them?
I've never seen them before. They almost look like they're on a pilgrimage.
They can just waltz right through the gate like that?
It would seem so. Once you extend coverage into Australia, the chiral network should afford us some additional security. Or at least allow us to maintain a record of whoever uses the gate. It bears repeating that the UCA does not intend to restrict access to it. They only want to ensure safe passage for everyone traveling between the continents.
What?
Brace yourself, Sam. It's a gate quake.
Did the quake happen because the two of them collided there?
And a big one at that. Let's make our way to the plate gate. Carefully.
So this apparently bridges Mexico and Australia. That's quite the bridge. Whoa! I do not need to get struck by lightning today. So how's this thing gonna work? The reflections pod is cracked. Sky whale. Upside down sky whale. Whoa. Okay. The 5 extinctions. Okay. So does this mean we're in the outback?
A strange place, if ever I've seen one.
Tar red all over the place.
There should be a terminal this way. Let's keep moving.
So this is the land down under, eh? Saw someone else's watchtower load in right away. Australia.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Thanks again, Sam. The chiral network connection to Australia is holding steady. And you'll be happy to hear we made it here in one piece. Just to let you know, when you come back to the DHV Magellan, our patron would like to talk to you.
Is that so? It's our new home.
Order completed. Well done.
Is that supposed to be Sydney out there? Only 5 people on board, huh? I wonder if that'll change. Director of Mad Max and
I'd
Fragile.
like you to meet someone.
Hello, Sam. My name is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Charlie's Drawbridge's patron.
Hear me out, Sam. I want you to help us bring Australia into the network. Drawbridge has been selected to oversee this critical operation. People saw what you did in Mexico and wanted more of the same.
What are you trying to pull?
There are reasons why I can't tell you who I am, Sam. But to be clear, I'm not APAS, nor am I your enemy.
What, you think I'm just gonna trust the words of some faceless mannequin?
I need you to trust me. I'm the one paying for the ship and this whole operation at considerable personal risk.
Nah, I want to see a face, or no deal.
A face, very well. Since you won't take it from me, maybe it should come from someone you know. How's this? Pick one of your old comrades, and I'll speak to you with their voice. Who would you like? Who would you trust?
What?
Call me dead man. I'm well acquainted with the dead.
Really?
It's been a while, but not really. Mulligan, Locke, no. We're the same.
Sam, it's Hartman.
Sam, this is Die Hardman.
I have a feeling that that's who Charlie is anyway.
All right. Pulling up his profile from the database.
How about now, Sam?
That looks
Really more
very
ease
weird.
already, I'm sure.
No, that looks really
Tell
creepy.
me, old buddy, if this is a UCA sanctioned op, who knows about it?
You misunderstand. Then again, there's a lot I still haven't explained to you, isn't there? I think it's time a certain someone made an appearance. I'd like you to meet the president.
The new president? The guy who took over after Die Hardman?
Not precisely. The UCA doesn't have a presidential system anymore. Die Hardman was the first and only president, making it one of the shortest-lived single executive administrations in history.
Yeah,
You
11
can only
months.
guess what he felt about it.
Or less.
Previously, the president was subject to the will of the people via popular vote every 4 years. APAS, however, is far more efficient. It can ascertain public opinion in real time and thereby determine the appropriate course of action.
Oh, God.
This led to the adoption of a new model.
President guy? You just told me he isn't really the president.
He is not the president of the UCA. Rather, he serves as the president of APAC. APAC is a privately owned corporation responsible for the operation and oversight of APAS, a service provider to which we may delegate day-to-day governance.
Your performance in Mexico was exemplary. We cannot thank you enough. Well done. Truly. I firmly believe that the only ones capable of expanding the network into Australia are those who helped establish it here at home. That means you, Sam. And you too, Fragile. APAS has determined that you have the highest probability of success in this endeavor.
APAS and the chiral network are all built on UCA tech. If you expand their reach beyond our borders, then you're expanding their influence as well, aren't you?
A valid concern. But it wasn't the UCA that made the final decision. It was APAC, a private corporation. The UCA has no involvement whatsoever in this matter. Sam, it may interest you to know that linking up Australia will also serve a greater goal. You see, the plate gate that connects North America and Australia only matured after you united America with the chiral network. On that basis, we believe that a new gate will
That's
manifest
a
somewhere within
creepy
Australia
tattoo
once
placement.
full chiral connectivity is achieved.
Like a brand.
At that time, APAS should have sufficient data to calculate the location of other points of connection between continents. With this information, APAS can then proceed to extrapolate the positions of these landmasses. In other words, this mission is not just about linking up a single continent. By connecting Australia, we will be one step closer to reclaiming a pre-Death Stranding world where everyone is part of a greater whole. I hope my answer alleviates your
Fuck is
concern
with
somewhat.
They're doing everything they
Guess so.
can to make him
Tell me,
seem
though.
shady as hell.
Who's Charlie to you?
He may speak for me as necessary to ensure the operation proceeds according to plan. Our corporation, however, will calculate what factors are essential for your success and will provide you with direct support.
Also, like, what was that that
Welcome
flickered
aboard,
on
Sam.
Charlie's face before
Charlie,
the president
we'll
showed
take it
up?
from here.
It's the end of the world. Like, was it literally it's the end of the world as we know it?
It will
the
be
Flash
your
there?
job to travel the continent and connect the people, Sam. But know that everyone on this ship is ready and eager to back you up.
The fuck?
You won't be on your own this time.
Why is Amelie there?
So, you're gonna do it?
Seems like the only thing I'm good at.
Getting some rest, Sam?
Did you manage to get some sleep, Sam? I'd like to take a moment to go over the details of the request that Drawbridge has agreed to handle. Access the DHV Magellan's delivery terminal when you're ready to proceed.
Looks like you've been supplied with a Drawbridge crew head. Try it on for size. I have a feeling it'll suit your style.
That crypto buyout was a different color. How's the kid doing? Hey, ghost kid. That only I can see.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hi, Sam.
You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion. Nothing like a warm shower after a hard day's labor. Am I right, Sam? I hope it's not too much to ask that you continue to take me with you into the field. I know a thing or two about BTs and the dead, after all. Some of it might come in handy. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark.
Oh, that's nice.
Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy to understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, It'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. I don't really have anything else to say right now.
Well, let's go. Yeah, I just noticed it was showing the gate.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Another curious vision.
Feels good.
All right, Sam. Let me give you a rundown of your new job. The big one. It's the same deal as America. The people here are isolated. The cities are cut off from one another. And so, to bring all of Australia into the chiral network, we want you to cross the continent and link up key locations using your Cupid. To begin with, you'll connect several facilities in sequence on your way to the closest city to here, West Fort Knott. Charlie will brief you on the order that will take you to the first facility.
Your first destination is home to what they're calling the government. They seek to establish a new administration to fill the void left by Australia's collapse. As the concept of formal governance is a distant memory to most, they opted for a simple name. These people are currently suffering from the effects of severe chiral contamination. But with UCA technology, they should be able to make a full recovery. The cargo you'll be entrusted with contains everything they need for their treatment. If we can deliver it and earn their trust, they should be amenable to joining the chiral network. Needless to say, it's their business to know the current lay of the land, and we would benefit from their support. We're already seeing anomalous chiralium readings throughout Australia. There's even a BT area not far from where we are now. A BB pod should allow you to use your Ultra deck to ascertain the location of BTs, but it's unclear if that pod will function correctly at this time. Proceed with the utmost caution.
It's okay, I can see him anyway now, apparently.
Charlie may be our patron, but he likes to get his hands dirty whenever he can. He's been an excellent advisor to us as well. I say this to assure you that any instructions Charlie gives have been discussed with and approved by me. All right, let's get to it. Review the details of the main order on the delivery terminal.
First point in Australia that must be connected to the chiral network is a shelter inhabited by the government, survivors who want to rebuild the Australian state. Their shelter is currently suffering from chiral contamination. Deliver a chiral decontaminator to help. Crikey!
Updating with new data supplied by Drawbridge from outside chiral network coverage.
Okay.
Commencing route creation.
We're going to walk this one, because I'm not sure how hostile the terrain might be to a bike. It looks like it would be very hostile to a bike, actually.
Sam, this is Charlie. APAS has been analyzing your actions so far, and it seems it's added some new upgrades tailored to your preferred way of working. It's my understanding that additional servers are currently being installed on several beaches, which should result in a marked increase in APAS's processing power.
Servers on
Due to
beaches.
the timeless nature of the beach, the potential to boost APAS's capabilities is infinite.
This sounds like a terrible
will
idea.
therefore grow more comprehensive as you complete more orders, meaning you can expect additional enhancements to become available soon. Experiment with them and see what you like.
And that means when I made that crack about, like, what are all those servers doing on the beach, it wasn't a joke. Those were actually servers. The fuck? Activating an enhancement requires you to create an unbroken connection to it using your available memory. Your enhancements can be freely changed whenever you have chiral network coverage, allowing you to select bespoke loadout for multiple orders. Okay. Simple noise canceller. That's kind of cool. PCC flood warnings. Oh, okay. Water filtration. Oh, that's also nice. Looking towards the sky when in compass mode displays the weather forecast for your current location. I actually do like that. Like, I'd take that one right away. Swift Mule postbox hacking, maybe. Emergency vehicle charger. Allows Sam's battery to supply power to vehicles which have fully depleted charge. You know, I'll take that one too. What do we got here? Improved MP bullets. Doubles the terrain scanner's range. instant cargo binding. Instantaneously generates an electromagnetic field whenever Sam falls over, binding his cargo and preventing it from scattering. That's pretty useful if I take a bad tumble. Sensor mode change. Adds a mode to the Ultradex sensor scanner which reduces its overall detection area in order to increase the range. This enhancement was developed in order to allow porters to respond to a wide range of situations. I feel weird. I'll go with that. How many of these can I actually, like, take? Looks like one more, perhaps? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I think I'm... No, I need some ladders. Go. Got everything we need. And a very heavy load.
I will always support you. Safety first.
Let's see. Can hear the Magellan from quite the ways away. Whoa. The red sky effect is a little bit worrying.
Your Ultradex twitching. There must be a BT somewhere nearby. Keep an eye on your Ultradex movements as you proceed.
wrong. Okay. That was close. Okay.
Fuck.
So far, taking the high road for this part. It's been working out. Ah! These slightly bigger BTs are a little bit terrifying. Got him. Cool. We're still on the right track. And we know it takes 3 level 1 blood grenades to take out one of these new BTs. There we go, we're out of the field, at the very least. It's too bad you can't use the custom rod as an actual walking stick. New feature, mass fabrication. There's a highway point right there. So we can build a highway in this game.
This is gonna suck.
I don't know, it doesn't look like it's too much further. Or is it just gonna suck having to meet a group that calls themselves the government that are hiding behind a hologram? 7 of them. Old Oz.
Good day, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Very muddy sands here.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your orders and requests.
Might have been slightly damaged when I ran into that one BT.
Ah, you're that bloke with Drawbridge, aren't you? So you really came, eh? Cut straight through BT territory just to bring us our cargo. That's quite a feat. Been waiting a long time for someone like you to show up. Let's see how well you were able to handle our delivery.
And then some, in fact.
time you've been there for us. You're a saint. Like everyone says, you're a man people can count on. Already put that decontamination unit to good use. The chiralium levels had really gotten out of hand, so you couldn't have come at a better time. Thanks. Anyway, go ahead and connect us with that Cupid or whatever it is.
I'd have called him a Choswogger. Now let's see if we find someone who can play the didgeridoo. Old Oz is the guy that we're talking to. I see. Ah! The Magellan just appears, like, by everywhere, huh? Bola gun. Not as useful as the others, I find. Motion scanner adds a motion scanning function to the Autodeck. New backpack attachments available. Several attachments are now available. Memory capacity increased. Cool.
Your current order grade.
Alright.
A chiral communications transmission. With this network at our disposal, we might be able to make our dream a reality. We want to build a world where even the weakest among us have a chance. A world where people come together to stand against those who embrace violence. Ever since the Death Stranding, this continent has been afflicted by terrible environmental changes. It was bad enough, but out of nowhere, the anomalies became a hell of a lot more dramatic. Skyrocketing levels of chiral contamination. Those bloody watcher things coming out of the woodwork. Didn't realise it at the time. But the escalation of all this insanity coincided with the UCA's connection to the network and the appearance of the plate gate.
Really?
The chiral network is causing instability beyond the reach of its coverage, which means the only way to fix it is to link up all of Australia.
That does not
At
sound
least,
like the way to fix
that's
it.
what we here believe. To support your efforts, we've shared the data we have about the continent with your people. Information about the brigands and so on. Use it to the best of your ability.
What's the data you shared?
Take the bowler gun, for example. With our data, we were able to improve and refine the design of the APAC standard issue model. You can charge it now to fire projectiles with a narrower spread. Perfect for taking down hard-to-reach targets with precision.
Nice,
And
okay.
then there's backpack customization. We've developed a number of unique attachments that can be equipped to the pack you're currently carrying. Stuff I guarantee will give you an edge in a fight. You might consider bringing this gear with you when you're prepping for your next run. Oh, and last but not least, we patched through an Odradec update that allows its sensor to pick up living beings and other entities. It's an improvement that builds on the sensor's existing functionality. Anything it detects will be visible to you as a silhouette for a brief time. I'm sure it'll come in handy down the road.
That is pretty handy, actually. So what's the situation here in
Not doing any
Australia?
better than the UCA or Mexico, I'm afraid. Only difference is the presence of armed belligerents we call brigands, as well as a new type of BT we've been seeing all over lately. The
Yeah, I
brigands
just ran
have been
into
trying
that.
to bring us to heel and are a right pain in the ass. They've got an irrational enmity for new tech like the chiral network, you see. They've also been seeing major earthquakes all over the continent, as well as devastating floods due to heavy timefall. You can have your work cut out for you while you're down under, that's for sure.
So the chiral contamination was pretty bad, huh?
Due to our proximity to a BT area,
This shelter was subject to significant chiral contamination. Said area has also been the source of a new type of BT. Unlike the usual sort, these ones are able to see us. Clear as day. As such, we've taken to calling the buggers Watchers. And they're every bit as dangerous as any other BT. You're gonna want to steer clear at all costs.
Well, I'd best
Before I
push on.
forget, there's a request I wanted to send your way. I know you're eager to hit the road and make progress, but I promise you, this is more than worth the trouble. It's a delivery for the lone commander, who lives not too far from here. He's an old ally, who provided us with support for all matters military. He's also a crack shot with a sniper rifle. But after this and that, we went our separate ways.
Sniper rifle,
And he
you say?
retired to a shelter off to the east. Can be a hard man to please, but if we could enlist his help again, I'm sure he'd provide us with all kinds of useful information. Data and schematics that might prove invaluable for your work. Especially if you're the type who likes to fight first and ask questions later. Should help us all combat the brigands a damn sight more effectively in any case. I'll filed this request as a sub-order, so check the terminal if you're interested in taking on extra work.
That was excellent work, Sam. With the government now part of the chiral network, we've successfully completed the first step in our journey to connect all of Australia. I want to thank you for making this possible. Well done. To extend network coverage as far as West Fort Knott, our next order of business will be to link up the Western Environmental Observatory. The associated order is ready for you. This one may well place you in considerable danger, so be sure to take extra care when selecting your equipment. Access the delivery terminal here to pick up this main order and get underway.
A new sub-order is now available for you.
Suborders are additional requests from local residents. They do not have to be accomplished, but completing them does bring benefits. Since we're going in complete opposite directions, I would do this on its own and then come back for the main mission.
This cargo has been designated breakable.
Gotcha. Dismantled rifle, huh?
Hello, Sam. This is Charlie. To aid you in your future orders, we prepared porter suits with camo patterns tailor-made for the Australian environment. We've also provided you with a new basic porter suit with customizable colors. Moving forward, I imagine you'll want to adjust your appearance based on the terrain and your personal preferences at the time.
My personal preference is to add
experimenting
my
with your
duster
options.
back on, thank you. There we go. Yeah, we're sticking with that. Oh.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
We're all rooting for you.
All right. Doesn't look like it would be too far away. But I think...
Sam, I can perform reconnaissance for you if you like.
How so?
After all, there's no telling what might be waiting for us ahead.
Hold Dollman and the weapons tools, press X. Toss Dollman into the air to get an aerial view of your surroundings? What?
Reporting for duty. Up and away!
Huh. I see.
How'd I do, Sam?
God, this is heavy.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
It's break time.
Definitely is, because it is about time that I be getting to bed, but we have an order that we can do when we load this back up. And then we can come back here and take the main order. But yeah, it'll be interesting to check out the Outback when we come back next. So be sure to join us for that. Thank you for everyone who joined us tonight. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all later.